Elder C. W. Penrose addressed the congregation. It is a great satisfaction to me to see this large congregation, especially when I remember that the tabernacle is full to its utmost capacity. There are also throngs of people outside who are unable to enter the building. This indicates that Zion is growing and that the faith of the saints is increasing. It was said in the days of the prophet Joseph that if he could be removed, Mormonism would die out. He was removed, but the saints, instead of being broken up, become more compactly united together. So in the days of Brigham Young, it was said that this church was held together by his statesmanship, but we know to the contrary. It is now said that if all political power can be taken from the Latter-day Saints, they will go down. It may be that we will be deprived of all our political rights, but even if the Lord should permit our enemies to go to this great length, the church will continue to go onward and upward. It was thought that to take from the church its property would cripple it and curtail its growth. But though it has for a long time been deprived of the use of its property, it has continued to grow and increase. So it will, even if the saints should be persecuted as the early Christians were, and be forced to flee to the mountains and clothe themselves in sheepskins and goatskins. To suppose that our Father in heaven specially loves poverty and has a dislike to wealth is an error. The Lord has no objection to wealth if it be used properly, and it is his design to pour it out upon his people as fast as they fit themselves to receive, and make a proper use of it. He has said that his people should inherit all things. The church is not organized for spiritual purposes alone, but for temporal purposes also, speaking as men speak. Man is composed of spirit and element, which, being inseparably connected, receive a fullness of joy. A religion which is spiritual alone would not be adapted to our condition, but we need a religion which embraces both the temporal and the spiritual. The time will come when we will have a real spiritual Zion, but it will be when the saints are pure and sanctified. It would not do for us to spend all our time in spiritual pursuits, such as singing, preaching, etc. We have temporal necessities which must be provided for. We are mortals, and live not in an immortal condition, but in a state which renders us subject to death. We are in a school to learn how to prepare ourselves for a future life in the presence of God. We have been exhorted by President Woodruff to seek the spirit of revelation. What is that spirit? It is the light that lighteth every man that cometh into the world. There is a spirit in man, and the inspiration of the Almighty giveth it understanding. The source of this inspiration is the Spirit of God, which is the light and life of all things, and the power thereof by which they were made. This Spirit is in and through and round about all things, the light of God, the life of all things that have been endowed with life. But the Latter-day Saints, in addition to this natural inspiration, are privileged to enjoy a higher endowment of the Spirit, the gift of the Holy Ghost, which is received through obedience to the laws of the gospel. It is the same Spirit which was poured out upon Jesus. Men having the spirit of natural inspiration receive advanced ideas, and new truths are discovered by them, as in the case of inventors. The Spirit of God works in a similar way on the minds of men operating in a higher capacity. They receive the manifestations of the Holy Ghost, and the things of heaven are shown unto them. But in order that this may be the case with the Latter-day Saint, he must search for the truth and study it out diligently in his mind. We should remember these things and not become too much engrossed in temporalities and in the pursuit of wealth, to devote attention to spiritual matters.